Hey guys, welcome back to another Ghost Recon video. This is going to be the second part in a series about the first-person weapon mod, and just to show you the difference, here's just the regular default view, and here's the first-person body view. Okay, now Richard Gooden did an awesome job of creating this. This is it's not an executable, and it's not a mod per se. It's a trainer, which essentially kind of hacks what's in your, I think, in your RAM. I'm not too technically proficient on exactly what it does, but I think it intercepts somewhere between your CPU processing and the RAM, and it changes the code there. So it's not affecting the source code of the actual sim. It's just intercepting it somewhere in between, and it works really well. So as you can see here, there is some potential for the possibility of looking through the scope. Now if you zoom in, it's not gonna snap to a through an optic like it does in Arma or any other modern title, but just the sense of immersion that you get from actually being able to see your body moving in the game. Now you can see the head is in the way, and that's something that Richard is trying to work on. So the point of this video is to just kind of show you what it looks like in the open world. The first video was a CQB perspective, and you can really run this mod without a reticule in CQB situations almost. If you just press F9, that'll remove all of the externals. So in a CQB situation, you can kind of point in the center of your screen and you might be able to get some good hits, but nonetheless, I think one of the goals is to remove the reticule in the center and just add maybe a dot or something where you're pointing, and include the first-person weapon mod. So I'll kind of run through this mission and just show you what it looks like. So here's another perspective using the M4, and you can see that it almost aligns right with it. So there is a possibility that something like this could be incorporated. Obviously, if you move around, it's not gonna exactly align or anything like that. But you can, if I was engaging somebody in that direction, you could almost shoot through the iron sight and the EOTech there. But probably I imagine it won't get that far where you actually be able to zoom through the scope, but anything's possible. Just this perspective alone is pretty cool, and I'll show you what the body looks like. Obviously the head's in the way, but you can see the your leg is moving, and that is just some of the best animations I've seen in any title. And here I'll do the shuffle walk, which is a slower walk, and instead of Arma, kind of, I don't know, all the animations in Arma are pretty weird. You just take smaller steps. Here's with a shuffle, and with the normal walk you take bigger steps. Okay. And another thing I like to showcase is just the weapon sway. This is again testament to just the incredible animation that Ghost Recon developers had in this title, and this is, in my opinion, far superior and just simply more awesome than Arma animations. They're just more believable. Now, if you crouch down, your head kind of gets in the way. Here you can see a little bit of his hat, and if you go all the way prone, you actually get like a side view, which is pretty cool. It does block some of your perspective. Some people might like this, some people might not, but I personally think the benefits outweigh the annoyances of sometimes textures getting in the way. Alright, so let's demonstrate some combat with this. Alright, so we got a truck here, and I'll go ahead and throw my reticules back on. You can see the weapon flash, a little bit of the recoil on the weapon here. Now with the sniper, I'll kind of showcase what his weapon looks like. And There's really no scope that you can see through, but when you zoom in, obviously it looks like a scope because it darkens the outside there.
Scratch another one.
And this is the M21 that I'm rocking here. So pretty nice weapon view here.
Use history. Goodbye. Kill confirmed. Scratch another one. Goodbye. Another kill.
I'll show you what the reload animation looks like. So, not bad, pretty simple, but still pretty cool that you can see that in the first-person view.
Use history. Kill confirmed. We're under fire. Enemy down.
One thing that I really love is the just the weapon sway in this. It's very realistic, and I love how it comes over to the left and it come over to the right. It's just really nice.
They're close. Use history. Use history.
And you can see the lean animation here.
Use history.
You can actually see your character do that just like an Arma, which is pretty sweet.
Enemy down. Another kill. Scratch another one. Another kill. Medic!
Jeez. Pretty big firefight going on right now. I will warn you, using this first-person view mod, I don't know, it's, you run a lot in Ghost Recon, you just don't really notice it. Here, I'll disable it for a sec. So you're pretty much constantly running from cover to cover, but using the actual mod, it's really apparent when you're running. And again, it's just a sense of first-person perspective of body awareness that you don't usually have with just the reticule up there on the screen. But what I really like it for is close quarters battle, where you can kind of disable your indicators, and just shoot at the center of the screen. I'll see if I can demonstrate that here. Go ahead and reload. Alright, so I'll throw a flashbang in here. That was very bad. Alright, keep checking up here.
Scratch another one.
Looks like I need a little more target recognition practice.
Another kill. Scratch another one. Another kill.
That was insanely fun, and I can't tell you how much the first-person perspective just brings you into the sim, and it's just awesome. If you guys are, I know a lot of people are anticipating Ground Branch. I am too. You know, if you want something to occupy your time until then, or forever, just because Ghost Recon's awesome, I don't think I'll ever stop playing it. It really is a game. This is a game changer for sure. It's just a ton of fun to do CQB now. Sorry about that, friend. Alright, let's see if I can find some more open world combat. And one interesting thing is, I actually never noticed that you actually pull out binoculars in this, and here I'm just kind of holding the weapon. Here's binoculars. You actually pull those out when you change the binocular view, so I never really noticed that until this mod. It's pretty cool. You know, when you're noticing just running in this, again, the animations are just beautiful in this, and you can see just the way the character moves. It's realistic.
Use history.
And when you're rocking this 249, especially in the prone position, you really feel like you're just rocking it. You're throwing rounds down range. Love it. And you actually do have some weapon collision, as you can see here. Like if you get too close to the wall, he'll hold his weapon up, and when you back away from it, he'll resume. So that's pretty interesting that this was incorporated in the 2001 title. How cool is that?